What if I told you that on December 13, 2001, India came under one of its terrorist attacks? That terrorists armed to teeth stormed the parliament of the world's largest democracy but failed to achieve their mission. But who was the mastermind behind this attack and how did he meet his fate? Today we uncover the full story of Afzal Guru from his early life to how he get involved in terrorism, how the deadly attack was planned and how justice was served. Afzal Guru was born in 1969 in Sopore, Jammu and Kashmir. His early life was fairly normal. He came from a middle class family and was a bright student. He got admission to Zalem Valley Medical College to study medicine. But here where his life took a different turn. In the early 1990s when militance was its peak in Kashmir, Afzal Guru was influenced by the radical groups. He dropped out of colleges and joined the Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front (JKLF), a militant group that supported an independent Kashmir. Later, he crossed the line of control into Pakistan and got training at terrorist camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir (POK). He was trained to use weapons, explosives, the guerrilla warfare tactics, etc. etc. After some time, he returned to India, even surrendered to the security forces. But instead of returning to a normal life, he continued his secret connections with terrorist groups like Jaish-e-Mohammed. Fast forward to 2001, Afzal Guru had become a key handler for Jaish-e-Mohammed, a Pakistan-based terror group. In mid-2001, he started working on a deadly plan to attack the Indian Parliament. The goal: to create chaos in India, assassinate top political leaders, and shake the foundation of Indian democracy. The attack team, 5 heavily armed terrorists from Jaish-e-Mohammed, were selected. They were armed with AK-47, grenades, and RDX explosives. Afzal Guru was assigned to arrange logistics, hideout locations, and fake car with the government stickers to enter the parliament complex. The terrorists disguised themselves as a government officials and used a car with an official Home Ministry sticker to pass security checks. Their plan was simple but terrifying: storm the parliament, take hostages, and kill the Indian leaders. On the morning of December 13, 2001, the terrorists dressed as security personnel drove towards the parliament. At 11:40 am, their car tried to enter through gate number 12 of the parliament complex. However, alert security personnel became suspicious and stopped them for checking. That's when chaos broke out. The terrorists opened fire with their guns, grenade exploded, creating panic. Security forces immediately retreated. For 45 minutes, a fierce of gun battle took place. All 5 terrorists were killed on the spot. But thanks to the bravery of Indian security forces, the attack was completely foiled. No political leaders were harmed. However, in this heroic defense, 9 brave security personnel and officials lost their lives. After the attack, an intense investigation began. Security agencies traced phone records, documents, and terrorist hideouts. Within days, Afzal Guru was arrested from Jammu and Kashmir along with his accomplice. His phone calls was financial transaction linked him directly to the attack. He is confessed in a recorded statement about his role in planning the attack. Security forces recovered weapons, fake ID cards, and map for his possessions. During the trial, the prosecution presented strong evidence providing the Afzal Guru had played a key role in attack, from providing logistics to facilitating the entry of terrorists into Delhi. In 2002, a special court sentenced Afzal Guru to the death under the Indian Penal Code and the Prevention of Terrorism Act (POTA). His death sentence was upheld by the Delhi High Court in 2003 and later by the Supreme Court in 2005. For nearly 8 years, Afzal Guru mercy petitions were rejected multiple times. Finally, on 9 February 2013, after all legal options were exhausted, he was hanged at Tihar Jail in Delhi. His execution was kept secret to avoid security threats in Kashmir. His body was buried inside the Tihar Jail itself. In 2001, Parliament attack was turning point in India's fight against terrorism. It led to the tougher anti-terror laws like POTA increased security in government buildings, strong diplomatic pressures on Pakistan to act against terrorist groups. However, the attacks also worsened India-Pakistan relations, leading to the military tensions and diplomatic standoffs. Even today, the attack is remembered as one of the biggest security threats in India's history, but also as an example of how India's brave security forces stopped terrorism from winning. So, what can we learn from this? Terrorism is a global threat and every country must stay alert. India's security forces played a heroic role in stopping a major disaster. Justice was delivered and those responsible paid the price for their actions. Let me know in the comments what you think about this case and if you remember the day of the attack. Thank you so much for watching this.